Welcome back to SpaceX Extreme, Factorio SpaceX Extreme, of course, where we are very much towards the end part of it, but we actually have quite a bit of the game still to play. Now, in the last few episodes, we have been trying to sort out our oil, especially cracking of light to petroleum, and also the oil processing. After goodness knows how many episodes where I only had this last row filled out at the beginning, I have now completely filled out the oil refining, and a similar thing with the light oil as well. And this has finally meant, I believe, that we are showing well, positive amounts of light, positive amounts of petroleum, and we've set heavy down to 500 because it was blocking things, so it's sitting around that 500. They've actually gone a little bit quiet in some of the refineries, but that's okay because I believe we have fixed plastic. There's over, well, it's close to 600,000 sitting here, which is good because that's now feeding the main base plus the red circuits. Over here there's a train waiting, so that's a good sign. We are back to 350,000 more or less, which is a great sign. But so our production is, well, it's 540,000 more or less plates. It's slipped from over 600,000, and I can show you the reason for that as well. If you look here, there's lots of copper. There's actually lots of steel now. If we come on down, you can see lots of other things. Briefly, there was about 700 iron plate before it kind of vanished, and because there's no iron plate, you need iron plate in electric circuits and for all these other circuits. See, iron plate. So no iron plate, can't produce circuits fast enough, shortage of everything. So what I am going to do is this iron ore stack and this iron ore stack are not being utilized to the maximum extent possible. They could fit another iron ore train here and another one here, and there's stackers if we need them. Likewise over here, there's room here, there's room here, there's room here. So that's copper. But there's room here, 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 and here, so that's 3. And stackers up there for additional ones. So what I'm going to do is these currently have 10 iron ore trains on them. There's 9, 10. I'm going to add 2 more to both the eastern iron stacks. It will probably smash our UPS even more, but we certainly have oops, I don't need that. That was when I was adding the extra nuclear to fix things up. Whoops, get 6 of those ordered, and we need 8 of these ones. So yeah, Factorio is a bit of a dance, really, isn't it? You basically start off with one thing that you're short of, and you fix that, and then that makes something else the bottleneck. You fix that, and it makes something else the bottleneck, and so on and so forth. And we're just playing that dance, but it's giving us something to do while our the more resilient to high production items are very slowly getting produced, not for want of resources being thrown at them. So as soon as these locomotives finally turn up, and it shouldn't be too much longer, we will start laying them down and hopefully boost our iron production a bit more. And then once we have added these trains, I think there's some work in the east that needs to be done. in respect of, whoops, I can't put them in there anymore. There's some work that needs to be done in respect of the out. Oh, here we go, dude. How much of this train did I need to lay down for you to realise you can't come in here? Now I've got too much rocket fuel on me. Auto trash. Always the case, just as you start laying something down. Well, I really need a place where I can lay down new trains, but I didn't think of it because you don't end up actually laying them down all that often. So it doesn't seem to be such a big deal. What is our production numbers at the moment? 320. Yeah, it's kind of this, the iron is hovering around there. Every time we get a bit of an iron boost into the main base, our circuits take off for a little while and then they die off again. So we certainly need some more. Excellent. So this guy can be sent to, actually, let's have a look where this one comes from. That's from the eastern zone, so why don't we make this one go to the eastern zone. So that's the first one to the east. I want 2 to east pickup and 2 to the generically named pickup. That's kind of the plan. Where are you from? Generic pickup. Okay, I will make a copy of you. Come on, robots. Any locomotives? Maybe it would work better if I told it to give me twice the number of these things that I need. So you're going east. And we are back here. Okay, so I think I need the generic version as the last one. The generic version. Well, it was the one that was set up first, so it didn't get specially identified as east-west or anything else. So generic is as good a name as any. What have we got? 14,000 robots in the air around this main base. It's really a few too many, isn't it? Oh, there is a locomotive. I'm just going to move that in case that train is coming through here. Maybe it's not. I'm going to come down here. Okay, and these guys. One can but assume that adding 4 more trains with their expected increase in activity in the main base. What do we want? We want iron plate pickup until inventory full. Then we want iron plate drop until inventory empty. Then we want iron plate wait for a time passed of 0, and you can go. What? You can't get to iron plate pickup. Are you serious? Why can you not get to iron plate pickup? What is wrong with this train? Okay, go. That is weird. For some reason, the thing I put at the back here... Oh, no! No, 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 no! Now I understand the reason fully. Okay. For some reason, the damn train didn't connect. Where is my guy? There he is. You need to go to manual, and we need to back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And here we need to go G. And now you can go. No, yes. That's fine. Oh my goodness. Am I a noob at this game? Maybe I am. Okay, where's my dude? Before he gets clobbered, there he is. Okay, what difference has this made to production stats? If any, none whatsoever. Everything is just slowing down. Okay, fine. What have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished. Fuel cell should be finished very soon. Thrusters are almost halfway. So those would certainly be my picks for the next ones to finish. Don't know how much those two will help, but we're certainly making the most of green circuits as they arrive. I have the wrong legs in. Which would be why we are crawling. That's a lot better. Let's get these guys in there as well. Of course, they're charging up now, which is slowing us down. But that's okay. What I believe I want is the engineering train. And then we are going to head over to the eastern smelter stacks. And, well, especially like the original one. Or the generic one. And fix up a long-standing issue that exists there in terms of resource supply. Whoops, I should have been running in the other direction, never mind. We probably won't get especially far into it in this episode, because I'm going to try and keep to a sensible time. it's worth setting up and demonstrating the issues and the solutions and so on and so forth. Well, what we are looking at is a situation over here where this is all copper. There's actually only 2 trains that come in here now though. 4 copper trains for a total of 1.2 million. With a huge 45 million iron right next to it. So my plan is only one of these will be copper. So I'll turn off the constant combinators to 3 of them. I'll make sure that trains come and pick up the contents so that no copper ore remains. And I will use the stored resources here, of which there should be a lot. I wonder where they are restoring the resources. There's 386 diggers, so we can use that. I'm not sure. Oh, they must be up here. In here, yeah, they'll be in here. So 386 diggers. We can use that to invest in this mine, and 3 of these can become iron pickup points, and they can replace, like this is down to 21 million. I believe it was like 70 million or so when it started. I can't remember exactly, 60 or 70. Likewise, this one is down to the 20s. Even this one is down in the 20s. So they can't handle the current draw. So I'll remove maybe say 1 train or so off each of those, redirect them over to this 45. The copper, the 1 train that is currently destined for here, that is not making a lot of sense, I'll redirect it over here. I mean, that's still 83 million. Remember, of course, that we have a mining bonus of plus 200%, so it's actually 3 times what you see, but still our smelters are very, very, very hungry. So I wonder how well this is loading up. It doesn't seem too bad. Seem to have a lot of bots busy. Too many bots here, actually. It looks like, in spite of the fact that we originally covered all this area, there are none of the mines are actually, oh no, that's not true. These ones are actually missing coverage. So we'll have to do something about that. So the trains are filling up reasonably quickly, so that's not my issue. So how am I going to get over here? I guess we'll aim for copper D1, and we'll sort something out when we get close, since we don't have any nice stops to go to, which certainly is probably something that I should have looked into at some point. Copper D1 circuit condition, let's go. That definitely was what we meant, wasn't it? Copper D1. Copper D1, yes. So when we get somewhere around here, maybe I will try and park up here, out of the way. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We have a long way to go. Hopefully we head this way. We seem to have another traffic build-up. I guess that's kind of par for the course at this point. Not sure why we have an oil train stuck over here. Oh, it's oil too, right, so it's not, it hasn't just come from here, it's come from way over the other side, and this is the only way for it to get round, so that's probably fine. I worked out this does about 22,000 red circuits a minute, so that's not a bad setup. Yeah, I guess that probably is the best way down here. doing 26 UPS. Not spectacular. If we had another FTL drive launch and another thruster possibly. Since last I looked anyway, it seems reasonably likely. So the fusion reactors seem to be the most painful to do anything with. So can we park over here safely? Yes, I believe we can. It should be out of everyone's way. Now, what do we have? We've got too many robots. We've got a few other things that we probably don't need, including that guy for sure. Probably that guy for sure. Let's come on down here and have a look at the Cestia situation. What are we going to do to drain the copper? Well, I think it's easy. We turn that off. It seems like the trains like going in there, but actually that's the best one to be copper. So let's turn that off and let's turn that off. So copper will accumulate only down here. We'll have to manually manage the trains a little bit as they come in and out. There is a tiny bit of copper that has not been exploited here. And otherwise, we have totally smashed this this copper mine. So, I think I've been about 20 minutes to get to this point, mucking around with the trains and transporting myself over here. I mean, really, this is going to be. I'm going to hope to try and fill out this whole thing with recycled product that's in the supply depot. Let's just have a look here. So I think there'll be a tiny bit of copper left, and when that's the case, we'll have to let a train come in here one more time, and then turn this off from being a copper anything and make it an iron something. Yeah, so what have we got? Oh, we've still got quite a lot actually, more than I expected. It might actually be 2 more trips. Anyway, that's fine. So yeah, the idea is we get this blueprint. We're going to have to be a little bit careful how we place it. I don't want my bots doing anything. Let's get rid of them. So for the first time in a while, we are going to find that our walking through all of this will be made a little bit more difficult than we are used to. Let's get rid of all of that before some ridiculous building happens. And all of that, and all of that. Whack that in and very quickly get rid of all the ones that are likely to have coal included. Because we certainly don't want that. How are we doing for... We still have quite a few, that's good. these look like they have coal. That has coal, coal, coal. Right. I mean, we could do something with the coal. I could have it store up in some chests, requester chests or something, just to get it out of the way. And in fact, we may even, I think this might even be quite a good patch of coal. Let's just check. 115 million, so yeah, it's even better than all the coal that we're exploiting at the moment, so it's really not too bad. But the iron is more of a priority right now. Okay, let us move to our little pattern now. I don't think I need to cover that one, but we do need to cover that one and that one. So that's pretty good for the time being. We still have our 300 or so in there. That is off. Right, I think we will call it quits here. We'll finish this off in the next episode. Anything more exciting in here? We're about to finish fuel cells. Let's have a look at our production stats. 301, so it's kind of slowed off a little bit. Guess we'll have a look into that as well once we're done here, but certainly this is a little project that I've had in mind for quite some time, so it'll be nice to get that one done. If we need more copper sources, I mean, we don't really because of that, so this area is well served. This one up here, it's still got tons and tons of copper, so that's not going to be a problem. We certainly have these that we can bring online. I can bring one or two of them online and get a track coming down here that can then cycle round. How is our new plan in terms of all of this situation? We still have holes in the iron ore, which I guess isn't surprising given the distance that they have to travel. Do we have... it's not completely filled up, so we are definitely using what we're getting. Let me have a quick look at home base. I'm thinking that iron has not recovered yet. No, it has not. So there we go. The 2 extra trains have perhaps not been enough just yet, but we'll see how things progress as time goes on. Thanks for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you in the next. Bye bye for now.